I am Dr. Bob Buckman from Illinois in the middle of the United States. Hello to you today. I am a trained medical scientist, specifically in the area of drug therapy and in particular cancer medicine. I am a clinical pharmacologist and have been a practicing medical scientist for over 46 years. I love being involved with cancer patients, and my wish for them is to get well soon. I want to thank Father Luc for asking me to share my understanding of COVID-19 with you. I have known Father since he was studying to be a priest. In this video and others to follow, I will become your medical reporter. I will rely on the medical and scientific literature, and in particular, the scientific works of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, who are known to be leaders in research on pandemics. So let's begin. My topic is COVID-19. COVID-19 pandemic has really resulted in an unprecedented public health crisis. So let's begin. My topic today is COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic worldwide has resulted in unprecedented public health crisis. There are currently no COVID-19 specific treatments, no medicines, or vaccines that are available to be able to treat an individual. And this is because of the newness of the virus. So rapid development of a vaccine is critical to fight against COVID-19. So my colleagues in academic medicine and the pharmaceutical industry are fervently dedicated to produce such a vaccine. So let's start at the beginning, where I will give you the basic background so that you can better understand the science. So what is a virus? A virus is a very small infectious agent, much smaller than a bacteria, that only reproduces inside a living cell. It cannot live outside of a cell. The COVID-19 virus has RNA genetic material that is transferred from the virus to a living cell from the lung where the infection starts in a human. Now, Father Franck has given me a very limited budget of $0.00, so I want to show you a picture of the COVID-19 virus. You can see it's like a ball, and then coming out of the ball are these red little spikes. Those spikes are the means of transmitting the RNA genetic material from inside the ball or of the virus. So what we know now is those spikes are the means of transmitting, like I said, the genetic material. There's a little sharp razor hook on the end of each one of those little spikes that actually slice open the lung tissue and then transfuses the genetic material into it. So why this name of COVID? The name was chosen because the virus is genetically related to the virus responsible for the SARS and the SARS outbreak of 2003. COVID-19 is entirely distinct from the influenza virus. It is not the influenza virus. It comes from a family of viruses that cause the common cold. Other coronaviruses cause SARS and MERS. So how is the transmissibility and how is this COVID virus so deadly? Worldwide, at least 3.1 million people have been infected in less than 4 months. The virus brings death ranging from 0.1 to 2.3% of all the diagnosed patients. This data was obtained from the Harvard Medical School and the Boston Children's Hospital. This number has changed with increased testing. As testing becomes better, we will find out how many more people are infected. To date, over 250,000 people worldwide have died, or about 6,000 people per day die worldwide. COVID-19 attacks not only lungs and the airways, but also your heart, your blood vessels, your kidneys, guts, and even the nervous system. The virus causes a lot of people to get really sick almost at one time. Since the pandemic began some 5+ months ago, there have been over 7,500 scientific papers written about the virus. So, how could this pandemic happen? What about this fast growth? In the scientific world of medicine, there is a term called exponential growth, which gives you an incredibly large number of living viruses. For COVID, the reproduction number is 3. This means one infected person can infect 3 other people. 3. One infected will give 3 new infected people. It takes about 5 days for the virus to reproduce in your body and for you to start feeling ill. And if you really are getting sick, it takes another 2 days for you to end up in the hospital. So that's like 7 days. So, what about the speed of this virus? That one person that became infected and then being out in the regular world, by the end of 1 month will have infected 729 people. This is one person, 729 people. So what are the COVID-19 symptoms? Fever, at least 100.5 Fahrenheit. Cough, primarily a dry cough. Shortness of breath. Chills. Repeated shaking with chills. Muscle pain. Headache. Sore throat. And loss of taste or smell. If you have any doubts about any of these symptoms, please immediately contact your health provider. Not everyone who is infected will have all of these symptoms. And some people have no symptoms at all. So we call them to be asymptomatic people. this is a real issue today, because if you don't know you're infected, then you can keep on spreading the virus, and this becomes a serious public health issue. I would like for a few moments to go back over the asymptomatic person. That is a person that has active COVID virus, but he does not, or she does not know that she has a fever. She doesn't know that she's got a dry cough. She doesn't feel any of these problems of being sick. The problem in today's medicine and in today's world, if it's an asymptomatic person, then they will be infecting other people. Remember, one person could infect up to 729 other people, one person. So the importance of this is we really have to listen to our bodies, and we really have to be very careful. So one of the things I really wanted to say to you for at least this very first series of videos, I wanted to thank you for listening and about the science of COVID-19. And in the next series of videos, I will begin to answer some questions that are usually asked of individuals that understand COVID-19. So one of the questions that I'll give you a little bit of a preview on is, why should I wash my hands? And why should I wash my hands in warm water with lots of soap? The answer is the covering of the virus, not those little spikes that were coming out, but the actual covering of the virus is filled with fat. The fat has to be dissolved away to kill the virus. The easiest way to do that is with warm water and soap. You don't need any fancy disinfectants. Just soap and water will do it. So that's one of the reasons why we wash our hands so carefully. So I really look forward to being with you in further videos, and thank you so much for welcoming me into your household and wherever you are listening to this, and we will be with you right shortly. Thank you again.